Witness testimony continues this afternoon in the trial of 3 white men charged with killing Ahmaud Arbery in southeast Georgia. After Arbery, a black man, was shot, a Glynn County police officer responded to a 911 call, and attorneys question that officer today. Joe Hinkie walking us through that testimony. And Joe, this was the first officer who arrived on the scene.
Jennifer, he arrived about a minute after the shooting. The officer talked with all the defendants, Gregory and Travis McMichael and William Roddy Bryan. And while he saw Ahmaud Arbery on the ground with obvious gunshot wounds, he explained today he did not immediately attempt to give Arbery any first aid because he didn't have any backup.
Still drive at Holmes Road.
In court this afternoon, former Glynn County police officer Ricky Minshew's body camera video was played from the moments when he arrived after Ahmaud Arbery was shot by Travis McMichael.
He had no choice.
Clear 10-4.
And what is it that you just heard Mr. McMichael say?
Sound like the Greg McMichael said he had no choice.
Seconds later, Greg McMichael can be seen with his hands on the shoulder of his son Travis.
And he says he had no choice. Did you hear that?
I heard him say that.
Arbery had been running through the McMichaels' neighborhood when prosecutors say the McMichaels in their truck and William Roddy Bryan in his truck chased down and attempted to box in Arbery for being black. Defense attorneys have claimed their clients suspected Arbery of committing a crime in the neighborhood and were attempting to make a citizen's arrest before a struggle took place between Travis and Arbery. But when Bryan talked with Officer Minshew after the shooting, he never mentioned any attempt to make a citizen's arrest.
Did Bryan ever say he was trying to arrest Ahmaud for criminal trespass?
No, ma'am.
Loitering?
No, ma'am.
Burglary?
Didn't mention it. No,
Attempted burglary?
no ma'am.
Aggravated assault?
No.
Anything?
No, ma'am.
What Bryan did mention, according to Minshew, was Bryan said he tried to use his truck to stop Arbery.
Did Mr. Bryan use the word block in? Words block in?
I do recall him using block in and corner.
Minshew in his body camera video was never seen trying to help Arbery, a lack of action he described in court today.
Being that I was the only officer on scene, without having any other police units to watch my back, there was no way that I could switch my attention to anything medical and still be able to watch my surroundings and watch after my own safety.
The then officer added he did not have proper training or equipment to handle Arbery's serious injuries, but he did radio for medical help. And as video of the shooting was played in court today, and Minshew detailed his interactions with the defendants, nearly all, if not all, the jurors could be seen paying close attention and taking notes. Many jurors also seemed to be uncomfortable when shown video and photos this morning of Arbery's injuries from the shooting. Jennifer.
Joe.